Ninh explains the worst fan giveaways in sports. Sports teams. They'll do anything to try and entice you into their stadiums, and that includes giving away free stuff. Now, I like stuff, especially if it's free. But some teams really shouldn't bother because they don't get the concept of trying to make people actually come back to the stadium to watch more games. These are some of the worst fan giveaways you'll ever see. Zimmer, Tampa Bay Rays. Imagine a teddy bear that had sexual relations with Don Zimmer, the stony-faced manager of the Tampa Bay Rays. And you get this, the Zimmer. This creepy monstrosity was an actual giveaway in 2012, and you'd think that no one would actually take one of these things home because, you know, the weirdness and all. But people actually liked the damn thing, and it was so successful, they repeated the same promotion a month later. Those people in Tampa must really hate the crappy play on the field if they came back twice just for a creepy little teddy bear. School folders, Toledo Mudhens. Minor League Baseball is jam-packed full of stupid giveaways, and the Mudhens are no exception. I have no idea why they decided to give away paper-based school folders, but you don't get just one school folder. No, you get 3, which demonstrates either the sheer generosity or stupidity of the Mudhens marketing department. Seriously guys, why? Circular seat cushions, Toronto FC. To celebrate the inaugural game of Toronto's brand new MLS team, each fan in attendance was given a commemorative seat cushion. That's a pretty good gift, I hear you say. But when Danny Dicchio scores their first ever goal, those seat cushions became oversized frisbees that littered the entire field. And it took forever for the ground staff to clear them all out of the way. Similar incidences have happened to the Florida Panthers with plastic rats, and hockey hard hats from the Chicago Blackhawks. Good ideas in theory, but... Wise Men bobbleheads, Nashville Sounds. Bobbleheads are a common giveaway, and if it's of a cool player, it's actually kind of collectible. But I think the promotional team at the Nashville Sounds have been smoking the ganja, because they decided to make bobbleheads of the 3 wise men, even though nobody knows what they actually look like, if they even existed at all. And to make matters worse, they gave them away in July, 5 months before Christmas. Toiletry bags, Chicago Cubs. The Cubs really hit a low point in 2013 when their game night promotion was giving away toiletry bags. Not those fancy ones that you buy in a shop, of course, the ones that you typically find at any international airport, that they give away for free to every passenger that walks through its terminals. Well, at least you won the World Series recently, so you can use that to make people forget about your terrible promotions, I guess. Mike Trout Fish Hat, LA Angels. Mike Trout has an interesting last name. I know, let's cash in on it. Yes, the Angels marketing department gave away hats in the shape of trouts. And I don't know who in their right mind wore this outside the stadium, but you can still find them on eBay from time to time. Unfortunately, none of these sellers shipped to England, which is a shame because I was planning on wearing this to my upcoming wedding. 10-cent beer night, Cleveland Indians. 10 cents for a beer? That's fantastic! And you can buy 6 at a time? What's the worst that could happen? Apart from fans getting so drunk off cheap beer that they fought each other, vomited everywhere, ran onto the field, stole the bases, and right to the point where the game was eventually abandoned, you mean? In hindsight, it was a complete disaster. But hey, at least the beer was cheap. A bag of shit, Seattle Mariners. In 2011, the Mariners were on some kind of green phase, and their most notable contribution to saving the environment? Giving away bags of soil for the first 5,000 fans to enter Safeco Field. Yay! Compost. That'll make a great Valentine's Day gift. Nothing says I love you more than a literal bag of crap that you got from a ballpark. Bubble wrap, Altoona Curve. The undisputed kings of giving away garbage gifts is the Altoona Curve baseball team. In fact, they actually do it on purpose. Some of their wonderful giveaways include useless squares of bubble wrap, which wasn't big enough to protect anything that you send in the mail, and photographs of removed gallbladders. You know, just because every baseball fan needs to see what a removed gallbladder actually looks like. How much do I not want to go to an Altoona Curve game right about now? Urine cups, Vero Beach Devil Rays. As part of an anti-doping promotion in 2008, the Vero Beach Devil Rays gave away 200 P-cups to the first 200 fans in attendance. I'm not actually sure what the fans did with those cups, and I don't know what's actually worse. Giving away the urine cups in the first place, implying that those first 200 fans are on steroids like Maguire, or only being able to afford just 200 cups. A funeral, Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. In 2013, the Iron Pigs were having a Celebrate Life promotion, and they commemorated this by giving away a bloody funeral. Yes, one lucky fan walked away from the ballpark with an all-expenses-paid trip to a hole-in-the-ground or really hot oven of their choice. It sounds kinda kooky, but I'd still take that over a bag of soil and a Mike Trout fish hat any day of the week. Have you been to a sports event and received a really crappy gift? Was it worse than any of these? As always, like, share and subscribe, and let us know in the comment section below so that we can have some of these quote-unquote marketing executives fired for their gross ineptitude.